Hi all, welcome back to the Lunchtime vlog. And today we are doing a short little bit on narcissists. Um, when determining whether someone is a narcissist, most people make it so complicated, way more than it needs to be. I look at it like a duck test. That is, if you look at a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Unfortunately, there are no physical tests for us, or MRIs or exact determinations in identifying narcissism, but some of these signs may help us know if we are actually dealing with someone. So, some of the signs when you're dealing with a narcissist. Narcissists have the best time, the most right, and the most competent. Sorry, guys, it's the end of the day for me. Let's start this over a little bit. I have my notes to the left of me, and I'm trying to read them. And you ever had one of those moments where you just can't read your own writing? Oh, so narcissists have to be the best, the most right, and the most important. Do everything their way, own everything, and control everyone. Some narcissists constantly need attention, even just by following you around the house, asking you to find things, and constantly saying something to grab your attention. And the validation for a narcissist counts only if it comes from others. Let's see. Some of the other points that I had down. I mean, narcissists, they need everything to be perfect. They believe they should be perfect. You should be perfect. Events should happen exactly as expected. And life should play out precisely as they envision it. How many of us have my day? I wing it. My day is a wing. I get up 7 a.m. Monday through Friday. From 7 to 8 a.m., I am organizing my day. So my far from perfect. Um, let's see. Narcissist, they want and demand to be in control. And their sense of entitlement makes it seem logical for them that they should be in control of everything. Now, keep in mind, guys, each of these daily vlogs will tie in together a little bit. So hopefully you'll go back and watch. If you're trying to kind of figure out the vlogs and I'm bouncing back and forth a little bit, if you start from after the introduction to the vlogs, view back, I will make a playlist of this. So if you're interested in what you're seeing, then definitely tune into the other ones. So back to my little list. Narcissists never want to be responsible unless everything goes their way. They often place all the blame and responsibility on someone else to maintain their own facade of perfection. See, can't even talk some nights. Um, Definitely, narcissists lack boundaries. They believe that everything belongs to them and everyone thinks and feels the same as they do. So that's one classic one to be on the lookout for. Narcissists have very little ability to empathize with others and often lack the understanding of the nature of feelings. Now, keep in mind, guys, that sometimes when they lack the ability to empathize with others and understanding feeling, it's not always that they're a narcissist. there are other things that intertwine with us. It could lead from autism spectrum to other mental health disorders as well. So you don't want to really label anything until you definitely understand if you're actually dealing with a narcissist. Um, some of the other things I chit-chatted, I wrote down to organize my thoughts, and today is just one of those days I feel like my head is all over the place. Narcissists perceive everything as a threat. They frequently misread subtle facial expressions and are typically biased toward interpreting facial expressions as negative. I mean, we all kind of can tell how somebody is, especially if you're looking at their face or whatnot. But unless you have a really good poker face, and then it is hard to read. But I'll tell you one thing about me: my eyes tell it all. Let's see some of my other things that I jotted down. Ah, narcissists make most of their decisions based on how they feel about something. They always look to something or someone outside of themselves to solve their feelings and their needs. Which would, I guess, kind of make sense because a narcissist, they want control of everything. And normally everything is about them. So it's very well possible that they're looking for an outside source to validate. It also is with narcissism, especially a narcissistic personality, it's split into good and bad parts. Any negative thoughts or behaviors are blamed on you or others, whereas they take credit for everything that is positive and good, which is ideally true. Um, Narcissists are constantly afraid of being ridiculed, rejected, or wrong, and often struggle to trust other people. Well, you think about that. If they're constantly afraid of being ridiculed, rejected, or wrong, they struggle to trust other people. That kind of says it all. Let's see. And again, guys, like I have said in previous vlogs, I am not certified psychology, therapy, anything like this. These are some topics that I've been dealing with in my personal everyday that have kind of struck me and have really been of interest to kind of put together my thoughts on it. Oh, let's see. Narcissists typically deal with anxiety and typically project their anxieties onto others, their closest loved ones, accusing them of being negative or unsupportive. That would give me enough anxiety in itself, never mind projected on somebody else. But I mean, all these different little things, if you're looking for signs, if somebody is a narcissist or whatnot, you know, it'll definitely give you an idea when you're listening through. Sometimes it really does make sense if you come to your wits' end with somebody that is just, they push the boundaries, they are forever merging into your lane. If the entitlement, and I think entitlement and narcissistic personalities have a good way of kind of coinciding together. Um, Narcissists don't feel much guilt because they think they're always right again, and they harbor a lot of shame and often bury that into their insecurities and fears and reject traits that they are constantly on guard to hide from everyone, including themselves. I don't know. Sometimes you think about a narcissistic and self-centeredness, and mm, it's an interesting thought or point to think about. Um, some of the final ones that I'm gonna kind of put on my list and, you know, give a little food to thought. Narcissists can't truly love or connect emotionally with other people because of their inability to understand feelings, their lack of empathy, and their constant need for self-protection. So in a relationship, I could see that make it hard to have a relationship. So narcissists don't have the capacity or the motivation to communicate or work as part of a team. So that can play out when, you know, if you're dealing with a group of people and whatnot. So it's very well possible that if you have that one individual that's not necessarily shy but doesn't get along well with others in your team environment, they may just very well hold some narcissistic tendencies. So keep in mind that this vlog's just kind of intended to outline some of the common signs you may be dealing with a narcissistic person or personality. And it's not meant to treat or diagnose anyone. It's just my little bit of forethought on narcissism. So I hope you've enjoyed our quick little lunchtime vlog today and that you're enjoying these little quick videos each day. And I will be working on one tomorrow on now that we've covered some of the things about, you know, boundaries and narcissistic people, entitlement, staying in your lane, things like that, about actually setting up some boundaries for each of us in our personal and our professional. So thank you all for joining me for the short lunchtime vlog, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a great day, great evening, and a great rest of the week. Don't forget, today's hump day.